Hey everybody, today's lesson is soccer bowling. So we're going to have some fun. Let's enjoy this game. Here's some items that you're going to need to make this game successful. First of all, you're going to need some type of ball, whether it's a tennis ball or just like the other lessons, we've been using our sock ball. So obviously this is more than one pair, so I think this is about 3 pairs of socks. Just stuff them up, make a sock ball. Then you're gonna need something for the pins, and whether you use plastic cups, or vitamin containers, water bottles, not full like this one. You'll need an empty one. Makes it easier for the pin to fall. I'm going to use today, I don't know why my son has these, a collection of these M&M containers, but that's what I'm going to use today in my bowling game. But again, use whatever you have around your house. Set up a safe place inside your house or your back patio where you can play this game. And obviously, depending on if you're using a tennis ball or what, check with your parents to make sure you can use that type of equipment where you intend on playing. To set up your pins, you're going to need 10 pins or whatever you're using for your pins. And you're going to set them up in a triangle. So you're going to grab one, and then one's always going to be in front. So then you're going to put that slightly behind it, and you're going to put 2. So a row of 2. Then you're going to put a row of 3. And then last, you're going to put a row of 4. So every time you go to set up the pins, that's when you want row of 1, then a row of 2, then a row of 3, then your last one's a row of 4. You want to get about at least 5 steps away from your pins. For you older students, if you want to go a little bit farther, great challenge. For you younger students, if you need to step up 1 step to get a little closer, we're still learning, still young, that's okay also. Make sure that you're kicking with the inside part of your foot. Here's some fun facts about bowling. There's 10 frames in a bowling game. And every frame that you have, you get 2 turns to try to knock down all the pins. So in this case, you get 2 kicks to try to knock all of them down. So keep track of your score. Add them up as the game goes on. After those 2 turns, if you haven't knocked them all down, then you move on to the next frame. So pick up all the pins and basically start the next frame over again. Like I said, there's 10 frames in a bowling match. After you play one game with your dominant foot, now try a real challenge. Let's see if you can play a game with your non-dominant foot. What? So in my game, I'm keeping track of what I've actually hit. So as you can see, there's 10 frames in a bowling game. So I've set up 10 frames for game 1. I'm not quite finished yet. However, to keep track of score, you just simply add you just simply add your score. So in the first frame, I got 8 total. So put 8 down here in the corner. Strikes and spares are tricky. When you write down a strike, it's an X. When you write down a spare, it's this little line right here. So a strike is worth 10 plus your next 2. So that's 10 plus 7 plus 1. So that's 18 total, and 18 plus what I got in the first frame that I'm going to have here is 26. So my score after the second frame is 26. So if you get a strike, it's 10 plus your next 2 throws. If you get a spare, it's 10 plus your next throw. And we'll get to that in a moment. So in the third frame, I got 8. So 8 total. I got a 7 plus a 1. So 8 plus 26 is 34. And you can count this as you go, or if you can count it later. I wanted to do it all together for you. I got 7 in the next frame. So 7 plus 34 is 41. Now the fifth frame, I got a spare. So a spare is plus your next throw. So that's 10 plus 5. So 15 plus what I previously had is 56 now. And then for the sixth frame, I didn't get a spare, so I can score myself. That's plus 5, so I'm at 61. All right, and then it will keep on going. And if you get a strike in the 10th frame, you get 2 more throws. If you get a spare, you get another throw. So you can, in the 10th frame, you get a maximum of 3 kicks. I said throw, but I meant kicks in this game.